Hi, I am here to tell you about my journey. My name is Serena. I go by Serene Artiste, and I just opened a bookkeeping service business called Serena Phillips Bookkeeping. And I'm so excited about my journey. So, back in June of 2023, I lost my fourth job in 3 years, and I decided to sell my house, move out of Las Vegas, and move to Jensen Beach, Florida. And my best friend lives here, so I came to live near her. And it was the best decision that I've ever made in my life. I'm 52 years old. I have a 25-year-old and a 12-year-old, both boys. My 12-year-old is living with his father right now. I moved here. I am 12 minutes from the beach. I am 5 minutes from downtown Jensen Beach. I'm 15 minutes from Stewart. I live in this little beach town, and it is the most phenomenal journey that I could have asked for. I just got myself a studio at the mall so I can do my art during the day. I will be doing bookkeeping as soon as I can get clients. So if anybody's looking for some bookkeeping services, it can be very minimal and it could be a little more intensive. I worked in accounting for 30 years. I've been an artist all my life. And the most exciting thing that I did recently, I go on Thursdays to something called Jam in Jensen. And at Jam in Jensen, different vendors put their art out. People come down through Jensen Beach and they look at your art, and if they like it, they buy it, and if they don't, they look and they comment on it. The nicest people in the world. Great, again, beach town, right by some wonderful little restaurants, of which I have already made friends. I got my hair done today or yesterday. I got my pink in my hair, which makes me very, very happy. And I've got black and red and all of that. Well, anyway, back to Jam and Jensen. I met somebody and I make these little 3 inch by 3 inch canvases on little easels. And I do skeletons or skulls and fairies and winged things and beach ones and sea animals and whatever gets to my fancy at the time. But what I do with every piece of my art now is I use crystals and gems with my art. And on these little 3 by 3 canvases, I add different colored crystals, depending on what colors I'm using on the canvas. So if it's a sea, it's probably got a lot of blues. If it's a fairy, it's usually like amethyst or some kind of a pink opal or something to that effect. But this woman came by and her daughter had passed and she wanted doves. And I didn't have any doves. So I made a little dove series. And it's doves flying through the air, white doves. And I use specific crystals to represent the peace and the calm and serenity and love and all like different. But I was very, very particular with those crystals. And I think it's my most favorite project that I have done is to find the crystals that go specifically with the project. So in this case, I used quartz and white agate and tiger eye and made sure there was obsidian around the corners because obsidian is a protection stone and it takes the negative energy away from any of the other stones and cleans them. And I think black agate does that as well. Anyway, it was such a great project for me because I picked more than I actually thought that I was going to when it came to the types of crystals that I wanted to use. I was thinking quartz, maybe a little bit of blue crystals. I think I ended up using 12 or 16 different crystals in the different projects. I used, excuse me, I used different crystals for different projects, for different canvases. But what I did is I made sure that each time there was a double dove, one of the doves had certain stones, and the other dove, which would be the daughter, had other stones, so that you could identify them, but they both had the same colored tails or the same colored heads. And I made sure I did that throughout all of the different doves, um, to signify the mother and daughter relationship. It was just an such an enlightening, wonderful project, and I'm looking to do more. I'm looking to see if anybody out there would like these healing paintings and healing projects. Um, on my next video, I'll show some of the things that I'm doing. Excuse me. But between that and I have my first client for my bookkeeping business, and I have a studio now, everything's just falling into place. And I know I've got guardian angels, and I know that my father's looking out for me. And I'm just really, really excited about my journey, and I wanted to share it. So as soon as I start getting things up on my walls, and I'll do some more videos at my studio, which is part of the Zero Empty Spaces, which if you look it up online, Zero Empty Spaces basically rents out space to artists so that they can not only have a place to do their art, but also to sell their art. So we have the Treasure Coast Mall here, and I know that there's Zero Empty Spaces across the nation. It's very, very reasonable, and it has been such a blessing for me, and I don't use that word lightly. So it has been really, really wonderful to be able to go someplace every day and create, and I can do other things there as well. I mean, but you have a whole mall, and I'm just really excited, and I wanted to share my excitement with everybody. So this is going to be my first video of many. So come back and see me, and have a wonderful healing day. I hope to talk to you soon.